We knew UNLV was just a very tough team. We think, we kind of believe they're going to be in the top 25 probably by the time they get to the middle of the Mountain West. And tonight was just a very tough first half. And then it was great to see the fight in our players in the third quarter, and really kind of the just the execution and the effort of the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, again, it got away from us a little bit, and UNLV did a great job of hitting threes in the fourth quarter to really separate and maintain that separation.
Questions for Jorie?
Jorie, you scored your 1,000th point tonight. What does that mean to you?
I wasn't even tracking on it, so it was a little bit of a surprise, but it feels really good. Took me a long time, but all of my teammates and my coaches are, just telling me, congratulations after the game, and I wouldn't be in that position without any of them. I've been so fortunate to have great coaches and great teammates around me all 6 years I've been in college, so it's feels really good to hit that milestone, and but just gotta keep going.
Paul said she hit 1,000, and I said 1,000. Phase is like 2,000 with how much we're having to depend on her and go to her this year.
Of course, the first half wasn't that great, but how do you talk to the team to get them ready for the second half, even though the first half was?
Yeah, every time we go in the halftime, no matter what the score is, we always say we're playing it like a 0-0 game. We're up 20 or down 20, and unfortunately today we were down 20. But we just try to stay positive, and we uplift each other. We make sure we refocus on the areas that we need to get better at. We were pretty stagnant offensively in the second quarter, so we talked about moving the ball and really looking for each other in the third quarter. And then we really had to dig in defensively. Like Coach said, I was really proud of our effort in the third quarter. Just can't let it get away from us. Can't get down in the first half, and then in the fourth quarter, we let it go again. But we're just gonna come back in 2 days and try again.
Sure, we've seen you operate from the high post a lot in this game here, and also through motion. Was that part of the game plan to get you going and pretty much run offense through that way?
Yeah, that's definitely my strength, is the high post area. I love catching it there and facing up, and my teammates do a really good job of delivering the ball right where I want it. And in our offense, our single post offense, that is the offense. I'm cutting, I'm screening, and I'm getting the ball, and the girls are playing off me, and my coaches and my teammates trust me to make the right play. So I love that area, and yeah, if it's effective, we're going to keep going to it.
Anything else for Jorie?
One last thing for you, Jorie. I seen you get pumped up, unlike I've seen you done in the recent games, but when Charlize got picked up the charge in that third quarter, you got extremely excited.
Well, this is a funny story. So before all the games, Coach Joe's, we have what we call a charge club. So you have to get 3 charges to get into the club. And Coach Joe's like, who's getting charges today? And of course, we all say like, I am. And then Charlize goes, I really want to get one. Just like, it was just, if you know her, it was hilarious. And Coach Joe's like, I really want you to get one too. So when she finally got one today, I was just really happy for her. She, Charlize is a light, and she always makes you smile, and, to see her on the floor having success and to be right there to be able to celebrate with her, it was a really special moment for us.
Thanks, Jorie.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jorie. Jorie, you want a prop to bring back with you?
I'm good.
Questions for Coach Pizzotti?
Coach, this is another game where the first half looked competitive, but also maybe out of hand where teams go on these big runs. But then you all come back in that second half. What has it been like for you with having these tough starts, and then all of a sudden the team, a switch just happened in the third or fourth quarter?
Well, we talked about, two things, Al. So we talked about, everyone take some time today to think about what we could have done to start the game to not allow that, all right? And I think part of the game got away from us in the second quarter because it didn't matter who posted for them, whether it was a post player or a guard, we were standing behind them, and they just got easy looks at the basket, okay? But when we are down, our expectation is that we continue to fight. And, we talked about we're going to get tested right now. The first 3 minutes is a huge test of our resiliency and our determination and our dedication to each other. And in the first 3 minutes, just focus on the first 3 minutes and take 22 to 19. Just take it to 19. And then in the first media timeout, let's get it to 17. I think we got it to 16. So my expectation is that we don't ever give up. So if we're down, too bad. You got to keep fighting, right? And so that's just how it is. We want to avoid getting down like this, but our expectation is to come out and fight. And I thought our girls did it, and it was great to see. And you can choose to take that as a little bit of a success, and that's okay because it was great. But we got to get games started and execute so that we don't get in that position. And make shots, and we got to make shots, Al.
So you guys were trailing by 22 at halftime, but then cut it down to 13 when the third quarter ended, even though UNLV made the gap bigger at the end of the game. What do you think changed between the first and third quarter?
I mean, I thought we just moved the ball better. I haven't studied the stat sheet yet to see if we shot a couple threes in the third quarter, But I just think we moved the ball better, and then when we had some success, we defended better for sure. All right, we got excited when we had some good defensive stops, and I think it gave us great energy on the offensive end of the floor. And then when we immediately went into our pressure, we got to, they went out of bounds first time we go into our pressure. So you just feel some great energy by execution. We're just excited for each other. We executed what we said we were going to do. Had a turnover, so now we're excited to play. And I think our players fed off of each other and energy in the gym, and that was awesome. And then it got away from us a little bit in the fourth quarter. I think they went 4 for 5, from the three, and we talked about we got to eliminate threes. But that's a very good team. They can all shoot threes. Three is a really talented kid, and we were trying to get her stopped and not allow her to assist, but the UNLV is a really good team, so again, like, happy with the effort in the third quarter, but we're trying to prevent those situations.
Coach, we noticed you have been tinkering with the lineup a little bit, with making some changes. We also seen Grace start a few of these second halves as well. Is there a thought process of probably inserting the lineup?
Well, we're trying to find buckets, Al. I mean, we're just trying to find baskets. And, we struggled. You can look at the stat sheet and see that we struggled. And that's kind of what's been happening in most games. We have 3 or 4 players just struggling to find a basket, and they're not bad shots. They're good shots that aren't falling in. So then you try to find someone who's going to make a basket, and Grace shows that she can do that, and I think what should be noted with her game is she's improved on the defensive end of the floor, and in order to get out there to try to be part of the offense is you're going to have to guard and rebound first, and her game has improved on the defensive end, and we're looking for her to make shots. It's some of our players that are out are some of our better 3-point shooters. So, that's what we're hoping. Grace can continue to improve, continue to get better on the defensive end of the floor, and then knock down some shots on the offensive end.
How do you motivate those who can't seem to make a good shot yet?
Well, we talk about making sure they're good shots. So when we move the ball, we're not a team that's going to be able to just clear out and go one-on-one. Like we've proven to ourselves that that's not our style of basketball. We just can't go one-on-one and finish at the end. So it's about moving the ball, setting good screens, cutting hard to score, and then delivering a good pass into the shooting pocket so that players are ready to catch and shoot. So it's just continuing to work on our offense and have better execution there. And then in terms of shooting, we work on shooting the ball a lot. We got a lot of shots up last night. We got shots up this morning, and we just work on continuing to shoot the ball and make sure everyone knows what a good shot is and tell them to fire away.
Final question for you, Coach. The defensive effort. We saw that when the team is scoring very well, the defense picks up. But how do you keep that defensive effort when you're not shooting the ball very well?
It's a challenge, I mean, it's more of a challenge because I think the players, I don't want to say they get down on themselves, but it's just hard. They know. I mean, you can see it on some of their faces when they're trying. They want to make a basket so bad, but you can't feel bad if you miss. You just got to go down and defend and rebound. But what gave us a challenge today in the second quarter, which we hadn't really had this issue, was just everyone was posting us. And UNLV created easy scoring opportunities because we were standing behind in the post, whether it was a guard or a post, you cannot stand behind. Anyone who catches it on the block, everyone at this level can turn and shoot a layup in, so that's really what gave us a challenge. And we talked about it at halftime, and I would say it got cut down considerably about getting posted in the second half of the game. But we can't allow ourselves to just be standing behind in the post. And again, you guys, UNLV is a good team. They've won the last 3 Mountain West championships, tournament championships. They've won 30 games the last 2 years. They're a really good team who I think you'll see in the top 25 before the whole thing's over.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, Paul. Thanks, you guys, for being here. Happy holidays.